Hello students, 6th English medium biology. We are busy with the chapter 1, food, where does it come from? In which we learn about the ingredients to make different dishes and also the sources of food ingredients. We saw that most of the ingredients are come either from the plants or from the animals. From the plants we get like seeds, flower, fruits, vegetables, and so on. Also grains, cereals, pulses, etc. From the animals we get milk and milk products like butter, cheese, cream, paneer, etc. Also we get eggs, meat and honey also. So most of our ingredients, food products are from the plants and animals. We know the name of some animals which gives milk and we are using that milk, like cow, buffalo, in some places the goat, camel. So it is depending which type of animal is available in the surrounding area, and they use the milk of those different animals. Now about the plant, that in plant also there are some parts which are edible parts. Means not only we are eating the fruits and vegetables, but in the plant we can eat some other parts also, like in some like leafy vegetables like spinach, we eat the leaves of it. Means in those plants leaves are the edible part. Similarly, sometimes we would eat the roots, like in the carrot we use the carrots are actually the edible part, which is the, it means that all parts or some of the parts are edible in different parts. Pumpkin flowers, we don't eat pumpkin flowers, but in some parts they are eating pumpkin flowers also, flower that is growing on the plant of the pumpkin. They said pumpkin plants flower dipped in the rice paste and fried, then you have to eat. In rice paste, then fried, then you eat it. So it means that in the some of the plants more than one parts are edible also. Here you can see in the photo of the plant, it is shown different edible parts here. Roots, those things which are growing inside the soil is known as roots, and the upper part which is growing toward the sunlight, they are known as shoot, in which the stem, branches, leaves, fruits, flowers, etc. are included. So in the different plants, different types of parts are edible parts. Generally, like in the banana plant, mostly we are using only that banana fruit as our food. But in this banana plant, all the parts are edible. Its leaves are also edible. Its stem is also edible. In some of the parts, they are eating all the parts like flower, stem, leaves, etc. Some of the seeds gives us oil like mustard seeds, etc. It means that in a different parts we can edible. But yes, you have to remember that. Don't think that all types of parts of all the plants are edible. Only few plants we eat the leaves. It doesn't mean that we can eat the leaves of all the plants. It is dangerous because some plants can be poisonous also. So if you don't know the plant, you don't try to taste it. It can be poisonous, you can get sick, or it can be dangerous also. Now, sometimes you know that the seeds that we get from the plant, like mung seeds or chana seeds, then what do we do it? Like sprouted beans or sprouted grains. What do we do like to make this sprouted? So for that we have to take some mung or the chana seeds dry. Then take a container, fill it in it and fill with water and put it aside. Next day, drain the water completely from that seeds and take out them in a piece of clean cloth and make the cloth little wet and tie that in that cloth. And then if you see it, open it on the next day, you will see that mung seed will like that dry, they will get sprout out of it. How? That is known as the germination. Germination of the seeds. So when they are germinated, then they are also known as sprouted. And sprouted beans, sprouted mungs, we can eat like raw also. Or they can boil and then add some spices and very great taste will use for it. It means that we can eat the seeds also, dry seeds. It looks like that, how can we eat it? We can't eat just like raw. But we have to make a plan either by the sprouted and then spicing, or you can boil them and then put the spices and then you can eat also. So there is also the edible part, same like the chana also. The grains of chana, seeds, they also we are dry, we can't eat them. So we have to make a plan, like make it sprouted, then you eat, or you can boil them and you can make the chana curry, very tasty. Similarly, when we use the honey, what is honey actually? Honey is the product made by the honeybees. Honeybees are moving on the different flowers, and from the flowers they are extracting that nectar, and along with the nectar they mix their enzymes in their body also. Those nectar contain the sweetness which is known as sucrose or fructose. Fructose. And that fructose, in fructose they mix their enzyme from their body and they prepare honey. So from that fructose it is converted into sucrose, which is also like a sweet things, like a glucose powder. So, and then they gather that thing in the honey comb or the beehive, and from that we can extract that honey, and we can use it for different uses. It can be used in the most of the Ayurvedic medicines also. It is very nice for the body. So in the beehive they gather it and we collect it as a honey. Now animals. Animals, what types of animals are there? Means according to their food, they are classified as three parts. Animals can be classified in three groups. Like herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. On basis of food they eat. This classification is based on the food they eat. So these animals are classified in three parts. Herbivorous means those animals who eat only plant or plant products. Only plant and plant products. Those are known as herbivorous animals. You know that the cow, buffalo, goat, etc. They are the herbivorous animals. So what is herbivorous animals means? The animals who eat only plant or plant products are known as herbivorous animals. Carnivorous. You know that the tiger, lion, leopard, cheetah, etc. What do they eat? Do they eat the plants in the jungle, in the forest? No. They are killing the animals and eat their meat. So, carnivorous means they eat only meat or other animals. They don't eat any plant or plant products. If you give roti to lion or tiger, he will never eat. It will never eat the grass or any type of plants in the forest. So those animals who eat only the animals or the meat of the animals, they are known as carnivorous animals. And the others, they eat both, which eat both plant and animal or their products. They are known as omnivorous animals. What do we eat? Don't you say that we are vegetarian. If you are vegetarian, also you are eating milk products like butter, cheese. It means that you cannot be classified in herbivorous. Because lots of things we are using, if you are strictly vegetarian also, you can't be classified in herbivorous. Because along with the plant and plant products, You use honey. You use milk and milk products like butter, cheese, paneer, milk, buttermilk, etc. So, human beings are classified in omnivorous. Doesn't matter are you a vegetarian or you eating the non-vegetarian food also. So, human being, dog, cat, and so on. So, there is the difference between these three you must remember. So, herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous animals. Herbivorous means only eating plant or plant products. Carnivorous only eating animal products like meat and so on. And the omnivorous, they are eating both the plants and the animal products. So that is the classification of animals in the different categories according to their food taken by them. So here, that is the thing that we learn about all the plants and animals. Thank you very much. If there is any problem, write down in the comment section.